Hmm. Am I on live here? Oh boy, looks like I'm on live. Hi everybody, Big John here from Truth138. I'll be working on setting this up. This is my first time. I tried it several years ago. It's basically where I want to talk about things. I'm not going to watch my mouth, so please watch having kids in the room. You're welcome to contribute. Just be nice to people. Let's try to get along, even if we don't agree with each other. I'm coming to you from downtown Philadelphia, old city. Um, a lot of things happening nowadays. Oh my God, it's sickening. You know, I want to comment on a few things. First I'll comment on the cats and dogs statements. Okay, I spent 10 years down in South Florida. I worked with a lot of Haitian folks. Okay, and let me tell you, they were some of the most moral, law-abiding people I've ever met. I was smacked because I used foul language in front of one of the young ladies. They became my family, and I really grew to love them. They're hustlers. They're trying to make a buck. They don't want to go home, so they're not breaking the laws. This bullshit about them walking around taking animals. No, no. The only time I ever saw a Haitian crime was when it was a Haitian on a Haitian. You know, in their own community, sometimes they'd have, a little gang thing or whatever. Um, it never affected me. Never affected anybody I knew. Like I said, they didn't jaywalk. Okay, law-abiding people. So I just wanted to get that out there. It's not right, man. It's really not right. I think we need to wake up and really look at things and say, like, where do I stand? What do I believe in? What am I willing to believe? Are you willing to actually listen to this knucklehead? I mean, I swear to God, I can't believe the things that come out of his mouth. The reason he says the crazy things he says is he doesn't want you looking at his policy. Okay, he has no real policy. You know, his policy all stems from Project 2024, Project 2025. Okay, it's a book written by several people on the Heritage Foundation. All right. Now, the Heritage Foundation, in case you don't remember, they're the people who gave uh, Donald Trump his list of judges just to seed throughout the country so that he could get away with his schemes. It kind of pisses me off. The way this guy just manipulated this country to turn it into his private bank account, his private police force. Please open your eyes here, folks. We're on the teetering. We're teetering on the edge of the brink, and if we go over that edge, we're not getting it back. It's not. It'll be a long, long time before things ever got right back to where we are even now. You know, um, I hear them knocking Joe Biden and in turn Kamala Harris. First off, Joe Biden was Joe Biden. He's been president. Kamala has only been vice president. Okay, she may be taking claim that she had her 2 cents in the decisions, but they were his decisions. Okay, she will bring her own stuff. I have to look at it and say, what kind of judge of character am I? I'm looking at the two of them. I don't see any redeeming qualities in Donald Trump. Oh boy, I remember when I first found out about Donald Trump. Okay, I was a union in Philadelphia in construction, and I knew several people, many, probably several dozen people who worked in Atlantic City, which is 60 miles away from Philly, and they went to work there. Honest, hardworking guys working for small little outfits. They went into his casinos, and he'd work, a year, get a year into it, and stop paying. He just would stop paying them. And you tell them eventually, look, I'll give you a dime on the dollar. I don't think this job's worth any more money. Exact words he used to say to them. It's not worth any more money. I'm not putting any more in it. A dime on the dollar. No, now you're owning a company. You got 30, 40 guys working under you. Two grand a week maybe at that time. Um, he's paying out of his pocket. And suddenly, the guy who signed the contract's not going to pay him. What do you think happened to that little outfit? He told them, "You could sue me. You will win." He'd even admit it. You'll win. You know, um, he'd offer him a nickel and then maybe a dime behind it or a dime on the dollar. He said, "You'll win 20 years from now." He says, "Can you keep a lawyer around that long?" He goes, "I can." What do you do? These gentlemen had nice little outfits, keeping men at work, keeping food on the table, a good middle class salary, and it crumbled them. Several companies. He just refused to pay. We see right now, it's about the same. He's not much better than that. He's doing the same thing. He's not paying the cities he's going to. He doesn't want to pay his fines. He doesn't pay. He's a man who is lawless. He never, ever, ever believed that laws applied to him. And I guess when somebody throws pretty much $500 million at you, your inheritance, and you burn your own family. Come on, man. The guy was given everything. He bankrupted casinos. It's in the cards. It's in the numbers. You can't lose. How do you lose money on a casino? You watch people come in there and walk out broke. Oh no! How do you do that? I'll tell you how you do it. You squander the money. You put it in your friends for your kids' accounts, whatever you do with it. You pay for your bills, and then say, "Well, the place lost money and it's bankrupt." That's my take on it. Okay, it's the way it looked to me. He's not a very trustable man. You're going to do bad believing in him. Oh boy, oh boy. So much I want to get at. I wanted to talk about the Haitians this time. Okay, I got it. One more thing. I got to start taking notes. Please bear with me. I'm just getting started. I close my eyes when I hear him talking, and I open them, and I look at the people behind him, and I close them again, and open them, and think, what do they remind me of? I close my eyes, and I open them, and I think Walmart. It looks like they just scooped up the crowd of people out of Walmart and put them behind stage. I see construction workers with brand new hard hats, or supposed construction workers. When you see a construction worker behind them, look at the hard hat. Okay, if it's a brand new one, doesn't have a sticker on it, it's a possibility they were giving them out at the company. Yeah, here, take a new one, wear that. I think it's more of a possibility that they were handing them out there to make it look like he's got construction workers on his ass. Because I don't know too many people in construction who would ever want to work for that creep. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he's paying them to wear them hats. Okay, the rest of the people, they look about the caliber people at Walmart. Okay, now you got to shop where you got to shop. I'm not real fond of Walmart. I believe they crumble our middle class. They were part of the reason our middle class disintegrated. A lot of mom and pops out of business. Where people could survive, and suddenly they found themselves out of business. I believe the man wants at least 100% tariff on imported goods, mainly China. Think about that. Think about it real hard. Where does Walmart get its stuff? The way I see it, he's getting ready to double your prices at Walmart, unless you think that the Waltons are going to eat it. You know, oh, we're making plenty of money. We don't need to raise your prices because there's a tariff on it. A tariff is on the back end. I doubt the Chinese are going to say, "Oh, look, we'll eat the tariff. We'll eat it. You know, we'll go without a profit for a while. You just keep on enjoying your prices." When someone puts a tariff on something, the people who are selling the object have to recoup that tariff, which means higher prices. So you're supporting a man who's going to raise the prices on wherever you buy your stuff. And I know people who use Walmart. I see them. I've met them. I know them. They're pretty much exclusive. I remember the Walmart things. Oh, shoppers at Walmart. You'd see the men with their speedos and the ladies with their thongs. The big heavy woman with thongs on. And like, look, man, what you doing private? That's your business. But Walmart. I go there only when I have to. It's a, you know, I know people do what they can afford to do. Everybody's trying to survive, and I won't knock that. Okay, like I said, I think Walmart crushed the middle class because they killed a lot of mom and pop businesses. They also killed a lot of places that were producing things that we'd sell in stores. Okay, in other words, to get things from China, we now suddenly don't have anything being put together, manufactured in the United States. So it's hurting us more than one front. Oh boy, man! I want you to think about that real hard. We have a decision coming up in a few days. 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, 11 days now, I guess. Think about what to do. This decision is going to affect the rest of your life. And really, really, please. I mean, I really don't want to lose faith in y'all. What kind of a person are you? It's okay for this man to be like that? Let me be honest about something. I was a drug addict for many years. I did heroin. I got in trouble many times. I was a felon. I was a convicted felon. I never took the trial. Everything's always a plea. Probation. It's just a lot of bullshit stuff that I did to get my habit a lot to keep me from being sick all day. It was a rotten life. I've changed. You break the law, you're supposed to pay the price to society and then move on with your life and not break the law. Okay? We go to jail, so we learn a lesson. We also go to jail so that other people see us going to jail and say, I don't want to go to jail. Okay? I'm disgusted that this guy, he's been given a pass. He has over 30 convictions. He has, what, 5 indictments? He just picked up another indictment, right? They canceled the one out and they put a new one in. I'm probably going to get another something coming along because they're not going to throw this case out down. Excuse me. They're not going to throw this out because of he wants to. I'm sorry, I was interrupted. I'm keep around here on this thing. You interrupt me, I was my train of thought. I got a problem. I'm an old man. You know, the man needs to be put in his place. He's breaking the law the way he does because he can. Okay, he's been given a green light, which scares the hell out of me. He's going to destroy. He wants to own America. He wants to turn it into his kingdom. He wants to be in competition with Putin. He wants to make his Oglenorth. My prediction is if he ever gets in again, he'll never step down. That's my prediction. It will become his. If he stepped down, he goes to jail. He'll go. He gets in there. He'll probably make sure he doesn't go to jail. But I'm thinking this election isn't going to be as close as they're really predicting. To be honest with you, my prediction is it's going to be at least a 5 point race, but that's my prediction. Maybe four. I'm just seeing too many people up and down the whole board, you know, both parties saying Harris. It's very refreshing. You know, I look at it this way: there's the Republican Party and there's the Republican Party. I can't say Republican, CAN at the end of it, to these MAGA creeps. These people are nuts. You know, uh, where's your judgment of character? Where are your morals? You are so mad at your parents or whatever. It's civilization for not giving you a life that you are going to throw a wrench into the United States. Cogs in the wheel. They're spokes. You're going to tear them up. You're going to destroy the country. And I don't know what it is. Go to school, get an education. Maybe you don't go to college, get a trade. You know, work. You know, I'm just giving you anything. Bitcoin, good luck. You think it's going to happen again? You get one shot like that in a lifetime. I don't see too many of them coming along. I mean, there might be here and there a little quick get rich quick scam. But you got to do it the hard way. You do. And being mad at the world to put someone in there who's going to just crash the system. That system's got to work for you when you get older. I paid my whole life in Social Security. I don't expect somebody to come along and take any more out of it. I watched Reagan take it out, Bush take it out, $3 trillion in the pot. Oh, we'll pay it back. They always said they never paid it back. No, we would be very solvent if they weren't so greedy with taking the money along the years. I I don't know. I believe we're really going to have to come to terms with what kind of human beings we are, what kind of life we want to live. I hope that the people that will vote for Trump will really take a look at why they're voting there, what they're voting for, what they're going to get. It's not going to be like you believe. It won't. It won't. If you're not rich, if you're not a racist, I guess the only other way to vote for Trump is not real educated. You don't understand finances, high finances, and supply and demand, and different things like that. Pissing and moaning that Joe and Kamala. I say Kamala. Please bear with me. I don't look at the name that way. Like they're trying to make it a thing. Kamala, like making it look, oh, she's African or something. I don't know. It reminds me of when they were trying to say President Obama was from Africa because of his name. So they're saying Kamala. Well, it looks like Kamala to me. I'm not thinking that she's something she's not. Kamala. I keep trying to remember that. It's a dynamite person. My gut feeling is I trust her with all my heart. I know that she will act on my behalf to make my life better. I believe that. I don't believe Trump will do that. I don't. I have no faith in that. Like I said, I saw him before he came down that escalator. I saw him before that. I knew he was ripping people off. I remember hearing about him. And let me tell you one other thing I remember. When I lived in Florida, over that course of time, I went down there about 2004, the end of it. Right after the hurricanes. They had three major hurricanes, Gene, Francis, and Annie, I think. Just tore up Florida. I remember. I'm telling you. I remember looking for a job, riding on buses. Here's a good one. Guess who was on the paper every day while I was riding around? Jeffrey Epstein. If you didn't guess, Jeffrey Epstein is Jeffrey Epstein. He was going through some legal problems, getting sued. And I don't know if I forget exactly what happened. What I do remember is every day in the newspaper, his name was next to Epstein's. They were listed together. They were friends. It was happening with Epstein, but they kept on bringing Trump into it. They kept on saying, "Hey, look, what's going on?" You know, um, look, I'm not going to make accusations that I can't back. I'm not going to say that he was doing stuff like that. He was hanging the child molester. He's mentioned that if his daughter wasn't his daughter, he'd be banging her. Who was it that nice? Dad's like, guys, I would never consider saying something like that. Really? Really? You know, I I haven't always been on the right side of the law. I've learned my lessons. This guy needs to be put in his place so he learns his lessons. He's got to know that the United States is not his bank. It's not his police force. It's not his slush fund. Oh, the grifts. Oh my God. Anybody see the cheap pen knives he's offering now? I'll get you one of these Chinese sites. He's getting for about $1 a piece. Selling for what? $40, $50. I don't even know what the price was. I know his watch is for 50,000, something like that. What was it? How much was it? 50,000 or was it 500,000? Come on, man. Sure, them watches you see in the back of the magazines for $49.95 for 6 weeks, or 6 payments, 6 months. Junk like that. The man has no shame. He has no shame. That's for sure. You know, it was a brutal lesson I had to learn. I hope he learns it. I really do. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Donald Trump wasn't such a big asshole? Could you imagine if he took his effort that he put into grifting and stealing and knocking down people and put it in the opposite? I believe Vice President Harris will have a hell of a fight. She's got a hell of a fight now, but I don't think it's going to go over 48%. I don't think it's going to be that much. I think a lot of people are going to vote, even if it, might come out saying they voted for him, but have that bitter taste in their mouth and they're saying no. If you're going to vote, haven't voted yet, you're coming up to vote, please consider it. Please, for the sake of the nation. I guarantee you have plenty of chances in the rest of your life for the government to be sacked. Every year I hear this is the most important election. And I've watched them get more important every election. The average democracy lasts 200 years. No longer than that. 200 is not even average, I believe. I believe that's like a high end. We're 250. We're due. I want to prove them wrong. I really do. I was born and raised in Philadelphia. I used to spend my summers in Center City. I go to work with my mother. She gave me $5. This is in 72, 73, 74. Early teens, 13, 14. Get in trouble. Went to the museums. I stood and I sat on a chair in the house. The Declaration. No, it was the Constitution. Thomas Jefferson's house. Okay. That's what I was at a 6th, 7th, and Market. A little corner, a little tiny place, a row house. and his desk is there, and it's all in there where he wrote the thing. I've seen the chair where they sat with the sunrise on it, sitting in the back, right in the middle of the table, where they formed our nation. I take it personal. I live in the most historic square mile of the United States, if not the one of the. And honestly, our government was started here. This is the spot. Okay, Boston, big spot, a lot of stuff over here. There's a lot of really, really important spots. But this, to me, it's an insult watching people tear up the Constitution. I live 3 blocks away from the Constitution Center. Today, right now, I'm sitting. The Constitution Center is on, I guess, between 6th and 5th in Race Street, Philadelphia, Old City. I live at 2nd and Race Street. Okay? It's right there. I've been in it. I visited it. I've gone through it. I've read it, read the Constitution end to end. Okay, it's all you walk in and it goes every little chunk of the preamble to the amendments, you name it. And in the end, you walk into a room, a marble room, and all the presidents, their statues of them in there. Every one of them. I've been in there since Trumpenstein's been in there, but I hope he's not in there. I want to start a petition to keep him out of these places because he doesn't belong in there. You sign a book at the end of it, okay? And this book is placed into the National Archives. You, in turn, ratify the Constitution. You read it, it says, in signing this book, you, as a citizen, have ratified the Constitution. Okay? So I take it personal. Okay? It's my Constitution. I ratified it. Come to Philly. Educate yourself. I think everybody should. You really should. See Liberty Bell. Which is but you want to see Liberty Bell. You want to see Independence Hall. Independence Hall. It's amazing. There's just so many good things. Get an understanding of the government. Man, I wish everyone would feel what I'm feeling. I hope you do. But you should. This is a great nation. It has so much to offer. Let's not give it away. Let's not throw it away. I'll be doing this a little more often. I'm going to ask you right now before you kick me off. You'd help me out by subscribing and hitting a like if you like what I'm saying, if you believe. Look, I will not knock off comments unless they get really vulgar. I'm not going to ask you to use good language. I don't really care. I put this down for adults. If you can't express yourself without being horrible, just don't, please. I don't want to have to throw you out of here. I intend to carry this on. I want to try to make a commentary every day, and I'll be doing a little better. I got to make up some signage or whatever, set up different accounts, and I'll figure it out. I tried before; it didn't work too well, but I think I got it down. I will be kicking off a few more sites. I have, let's see, there's Big John's Gorilla Kitchen. Okay, I got my Gorilla Kitchen. I was a chef. I'm a crippled chef now. I'm disabled. I can't cook. I got to sit on a chair. But I cook a lot here. I intend to show those who are interested how to be the chef of their own kitchen. Okay, I've been in kitchens for a long 50 years, 45 maybe. I graduated Johnson Wales College, 1981. I worked in some nice places, some bad places, crappy places, but I learned, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to try to show you what these other amazing chefs are doing. You want to learn how to make meatloaf and boil an egg? That's what I want to do. I want to teach you how to be the master of your kitchen and cook food that you will eat every day and do what I'm doing. Be a slow food eater. Okay, eat the stuff that you prepare. Okay, you know every ingredient in it. Okay, I'll show you my hacks, my tricks, how you're going to make every dish you make taste good. Okay, I have this. What else do I have? I think there's one other thing I want to come up with. Whatever. I'm putting them together. You'll see. I'll be placing them up there. Hey, have a good day. You know, please worship democracy. This is the thing you gotta worship. Because without it, we're going to be stuck, man. Yeah, mm, please vote with your brain, not somebody else's brain. Okay, again, hit the subscription, click like, and have a great night.